Muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you very much, everyone. I know being the last block of the morning and competing with lunch, it's a risk that we take. Please let me invite everyone to be seated. So thank you very much, and a warm regard to everyone that's following us through the networks, everyone that is connected to PERUMIN 37. The World Mining Congress has been a global event since 1957. In 1964 was the first time that it was organized in our country, and our Institute of Mining Engineers was in charge of organizing. 50 years ago, and the organizing committee, they have already relied in Peru as the venue for the event and in our institute to organize the event. It actually implies lots of responsibility to develop this meeting point that brings together professionals of more than 70 countries, government authorities, educational institutions, businessmen, among others. To give more detail, let me hand the floor to Darío Segarra, and a member of the program committee. Darío Segarra is a president of the Peruvian Institute of Mining Engineering. He studied mining at the Catholic University. He has a degree from Idaho University and the University of Piura. He has had position of Newmont, Antamina, Cementos Lima, and Glencore. He has been a president of Los Andes, Cajamarca, Newmont, Alalc, and companies that promote works in exchange of taxes and zero hunger of the United Nations. Good afternoon, everyone, and again to thank you to be with us today. To us as the Institute of Mining Engineers, a great honor and a great satisfaction to implement this 37th edition of the Peruvian of the World Mining Congress. It's not only an international congress, but to assume the great responsibility of the capacity that you have to lead, organize, and generate spaces for debate regarding the future of the global mining. This is not something that came randomly, but it's the outcome of lots of work of many members of our institute. In 2013, under the chair of Engineer Rómulo Mucho, we presented in Montreal the first, the official application to organize the Congress. 3 years later, in 2016, Engineer Alberto Brocos and Miguel Cardoso, that are currently here, supported our candidacy in New Delhi, so that we were appointed by unanimity as the official organizer of this event. In 2019, as before PERUMIN 34, we received in Arequipa meeting 100 of the IOC committee meeting with representatives of 17 countries who could see the capacity that we have in Peru and at the Institute to carry out such a global event. And it was in 2023, after 10 years that we had presented our candidacy, that we were ratified our application as a venue for the Congress in the World Congress carried out in Brisbane, Australia. A nice team that were there, and we received the official recognition for as a venue. The 2026 Congress will not only window to show our organizing capabilities, but will be a way to show us to the world. We will receive representatives of the whole world presenting ideas of the challenges of mining, the environmental sustainability, and the building of social confidence. As an institution, let me point out the work of our professionals that made possible this key achievement for our institute. We also extend this thankfulness to the IOC for the confidence on relying on us. So in 2026, we will offer a world-class Congress that will position mining as an engine for sustainable development under our saying confidence, transformation, and technology. I invite everyone to add to this effort. In this World Congress of 2026 will be undoubtedly a space to show the world in mining, but our capacity to innovate, generate confidence, and transform the future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Darío. Also with us is Doris Grambre. She's Doris Hiam Galvez is a program chair of the World Mining Congress 2026, and she's an expert in having that mining investment to be a catalyzer of sustainable development. She has promoted innovative strategies that not only promote development but also collaboration. As an author of the designing of development of property development, making of these institutions that you don't trust in them to having them as facilitators, as prosperous entities that move forward development. Doris, you have the floor. Thank you, Gustavo. Good afternoon. I don't like podiums. They are larger than me, so I'm going to stay here to be able to see you and to be part of this Congress. The subject is mining for the future, trust, transformation, and technology. This Congress has more than 60 years. It's going to turn 70 on 2028. And many years ago, 60 years ago, Peru was the host of this, and now it's going to be the host again. The last one was in Australia in 2023. As you may see, thousands of delegates of organizations, many plenary sessions and technical work, and many sponsorships, many sponsors, especially from governments, and lots of support of the governments. Why Peru? It has already been mentioned. Peru is one of the largest global copper producers, 10% of the world copper supply, and it's a home to world-class operations like Cerro Verde, Quellaveco, Las Bambas, Santa Mina, and others, but these are the ones that are going to be visited. That's why we're mentioning them. Before the Congress, there will be an experience of connection with the sun and visits to the mines of Freeport, Quellaveco, and the food that brings us together. After the Congress, we will continue with the experience of connection with the sun, and then the visit to Chavin. How many of you have visited Chavin? Did you know that Chavin, they were the best acoustic engineers 2,000 years before Christ? Who knew that? Good. Thank you. The Congress coincide with the celebration of Inti Raymi, June 24th. I hope that you all forget to celebrate the Sabbath. It's a symbol of new beginnings that remind us that everything rebirths. And the ancient wisdom, the delicious food, and the spectacular scenery. I don't know how to say that in Spanish. The Congress will bring together government, industry, investors, scientists, innovators. We will have plenary sessions, technical forums, short courses, exhibits, innovation showcases, youth programs, women programs, anything you can imagine. If you have dreams, bring them to the Congress. We are 9 months away from the Congress, and we have already 9 plenaries confirmed. A big hand, please. We have our dear Roque confirmed. Julia Torreblanca, I hope you're here. And the 2 CEOs, Antofagasta and Coyahuasi, and Mark Cutifani. I think everyone knows about him. But also Flavia. Who knows Flavia? Flavia Tata Nardina is the CEO of Fleet Space Tech, bringing the space technology to the Earth and transforming exploration. She aspires to be the Google of our industry. And then Sonia Scarcelli, you have ever heard of Tim? She was leading that effort, and Tim is replacing her. And now she's working with another company in England and will be part of one of the plenary. And we have the intention to have 50% of women in the plenaries and 50% of the audience also female. As you may see in the map in the plenaries, they come from everywhere in the world. These are not the confirmed ones, but the invited ones. And we are quite excited of the quality of leaders that we can attract to Peru. I don't know if they come for the Congress or the Pisco Sour, but they are coming. A great differentiator of this Congress is, I'm going to say that in English, trust, transformation, technology. First, trust, confianza. In order to create trust, we have to do things in a different way to lead transformation and advanced technology. But in the middle of this is to question how we're doing things nowadays. So at the heart of this Congress is the change in our mindsets, the mindset shift. And as we mentioned, we are organized usually in silos. And the idea is how to integrate the whole value chain. Another differentiator is that we have a program committee, experts from world class. We will have Silicon Valley, lots of them coming with artificial intelligence and with the aspiration of transforming our sector. Not only exploration, but vertical integration as well. We have a balance of government, the academy, and the industry. We're pointing to the industry. We invite all the operators to bring their voices to this Congress so that we can solve the challenge that we are establishing in this Congress. We started receiving abstracts in 1 month. We received 320 abstracts beyond the figures that our target figures of many countries. In September, we received many more. The limit date is the end of September, so we're leaving from here with the abstract. But because of the popular demand, we will extend this till October the 13th. But time runs, and let's see if you can send your summaries, resumes. The world needs urgently minerals, the critical minerals and others. And the rest is to provide it. We can we do it on time? Let me ask everyone, can you raise your hand, those that believe that we can provide the critical minerals in 10 years in a responsible way? Oh, there's optimism. In 5 years, and there's a couple, one of them. In this Congress, we're going to solve that problem. We can do it in 5 years. We can do it if we all collaborate in this challenge. For example, a copper mega project takes 30 years to develop. Meanwhile, demand continues growing. As you may see in this graph, the figures speak for themselves. We have to produce more, and we have to increase productivity drastically, and also reduce the time to develop projects drastically as well. As you may see, the refined copper will go from 27 to 34 million tons by 2035, and we already see a deficit starting 2027. And the production drops, and the demands increases, and the gap increases. The question is, how are we going to close that gap? 10%? So we're not talking about 10% of improvement, 20, we're talking, or more, and even more. So how can we do that? We're not going to do it with more of the same things that we have been doing. We have to see things in a different way, to do things in a different way. The future depends on how fast we move together. So again, at the heart of the Congress is mindset shift. That's the real change, which is irreversible change. Probably we have 10 to 15 years to achieve this. But the key is to start with change in the mindset. And that will enable us to increase productivity dramatically and accelerate dramatically project development. On the technical side, the risk, the investments, this is closely related to societal things, the people, the water. And the outcome is to produce more metal in a secure way, reliable and more responsible. As we mentioned, the Congress comes with the Interraime, new beginnings that reminds that everything is rebirth. So we invite everyone to join this road of having a rebirth, and we have 9 months to do something extraordinary together. Bring your voices to the plenaries, to the abstracts, to the discussions. The World Mining Congress is a call to governments, industry, innovators, investors, everyone. Let's act and see things in a different way to break paradigms and create confidence with society in order to lead transformation. The mining for the future is to lead transformation, is to adopt new technologies in order to get much, much more than what we have. There's no time for new mines, as we saw, because that may take a long time. But what can we do to get the most of what we already have? We have a lot of a place to improve. We have seen that productivity is dropping in many countries, so we have a lot to do to question what we're doing. How can we do it better? How can we integrate the value chain and how to reach the objectives? It's an extraordinary opportunity since society needs these minerals urgently. This is our time. How can we do it? We have the people, we have the energy, we can do it. See you in Lima on June 24th to celebrate the sun.
Muy bien, Doris. Bien, les hemos dado a conocer esta tremenda responsabilidad que es organizar el World Mining.
Now you know about the world mining, and you are all committed to its distribution, dissemination, and success. I also wanted to mention some other events that we are organizing next year, and that you, as mining leaders, it is important for you to know them because we consider they are strategic in Peru. When someone asks what's needed for Peru to recover this second place in copper production, which has been given away, well, unlocking projects does not depend upon us, but something that depends upon us is mining exploration, and this is why we are relaunching ProExplo. We have made some decisions at the Institute for ProExplo to become the event it used to be. So now ProExplo will happen in the year where PERUMIN is not being organized. We have changed the facilities, and we believe that success is guaranteed, but we need the engagement of you all. And the other element that we have to recover is social management. No doubt that this is a limiting factor to the growth of our projects, and this is why the Institute has launched the first international social management and sustainability event, so that we can share experiences not only in the mining industry, but this is also an open event. It's open to everyone. You are all invited to these two events, and once again, not only to participate, but also in its organization and in its success as well. Thank you.
Gustavo, Doris, Darío, muchísimas gracias.
Gustavo, Dori, Darío, thank you very much.